Good afternoon, sir. This is Mary Jane Alipio from BTLHE 1. And my topic is all about behavioral values. So behavioral values are those which emanate from within, which are either personal views of an individual man or the collective concepts of a cultural group. They are the inner personal responses or incentives which prompt a person to act in a certain way. When we say behavioral values, it comes within ourselves. It could be our personal views, but we could also adapt it to others. The way we behave, we act, we do, comes within ourselves, but sometimes it is influenced from a group of family, friends, organizations, and in other groups. This is true especially when we socialize. Let's say, for example, of when we are in a group of different cultures. So, of course, we adjust our behaviors just to fit in. They are the inner personal responses or incentives which prompt a person to act in a certain way. Example, I was told to go to the market to buy food. And so, my inner response is, okay. So, since I said okay, I will go there to act my response. So, there are three types of behavioral values: the subjective behavioral values, the situational behavioral values, and the situational behavioral values. It was societal behavioral values. So, first, let's tackle about subjective behavioral values. Subjective behavioral values, they are personal to the individual. Their views, inclinations, attitudes, which are prompted by the inner senses, emotions, thoughts, motives, and experiences and training. This means that the concept of subjective values is that each individual has their own preferences for objects or actions. Example, one person likes red wine with most food, and other likes beer with most food. So subjective is something that is based on personal opinion. Next is societal. Societal, they are the modes of conduct which are common to and approved by members of a social group or society. Assimilate the particular customs, traditions, priorities, and needs of a culture, and expression in the society's manner of communication. Societal can be defined as a behavior that influences or influenced by other members of the same species. And next is situational. They are the concepts and standards which are applied during a given occasion or set of circumstances. They are frequently rooted in a subjective view of what works and what does not. They are usually chosen on the basis of what is more desirable, commendable, useful, or appropriate at the time. Example, when we are in an appropriate situation, then our behavior must be right also. It depends on the situation, on the occasion we are in. So our behavior must depends on the situation. So why are values and behaviors important? Being aware of our values and attitudes is important because it helps us to identify why we are doing what we are doing. Identify what the consequences of our actions will be for ourselves or for the young person or colleague. Consider others other better options. So that's all said. Thank you.